Hi, I'm Beaver Buddy. Get ready for a magical children's story with a heartwarming moral about how passion can shine through the most ordinary of things. Have you ever heard a soup sing opera? In the quiet town of Ladlebrook, something strange bubbled inside Grandma Zilli's silver cooking pot one rainy evening. Zilli was known for her carrot-and-pea soup, a recipe passed down from her great-grandaunt who once cooked on a ship shaped like a spoon. But this evening, as the soup began to boil, a long, deep Laaaa echoed through the kitchen, shaking the salt shakers off the shelf. Grandma Zilli blinked twice. Her cat, Pickle, leapt into the air and ran under the table, his tail fluffed like a duster. "Goodness gravy!" Zilli gasped, stepping closer. The pot let out a softer do-re-mi, and the steam swirled into treble clefs and dancing notes. Out from the pot rose a tiny face made of bubbles and spice, a soup spirit named Basilio, wearing a peppercorn monocle and a parsley bow tie. "Good evening, madam," Basilio said in a rich baritone. "I've waited 50 years to sing again. May I please perform?" Grandma Zilli nearly dropped her ladle. "You're real? A real singing soup?" Basilio bowed, his steam forming a top hat on his head. From then on, each evening, the soup would sing. Opera, jazz, lullabies, every note stirred hearts and filled the house with warmth. Neighbors came from miles to taste Zilli's singing soup. The melodies healed sadness and made giggling children dance in the streets. But not everyone was enchanted. Chef Gruffle, the town's finest and grumpiest cook, grew jealous as his restaurant emptied nightly. One foggy morning, Gruffle marched in, apron fluttering like a battle flag. "What's the secret?" he shouted, his mustache twitching. Zilli, ever kind, offered him a taste. But when Gruffle dipped his spoon in the pot, Basilio let out a horrified squeal and went silent. "You frightened him," Zilli scolded. Gruffle scoffed. "Soups don't sing. You've tricked everyone with silly smoke and mirrors." That evening, Basilio did not sing. The pot simmered sadly, and the steam only curled into question marks. The crowd murmured in confusion. "Where's the song? Is it broken? I came all the way from Drizzleville." Zilli tried humming a tune, gently stirring the broth. "Come on, Basilio. Please come back." But the bubbles just fizzed quietly. That night, Zilli sat alone in the kitchen, her apron damp with tears. Pickle rubbed against her leg, purring softly. Suddenly, a low hum came from the pantry. Basilio appeared, quieter and smaller than before, his monocle cracked. "I've lost my voice, Zilli," he whispered. "It's not the soup. It was your love that gave me the power to sing." Zilli's eyes widened. "My love?" Basilio nodded. "You cook with care, with heart. That's what made me sing. Not spices, not tricks." Inspired, Zilli stirred again, slowly, lovingly, adding a pinch of nutmeg and a swirl of cream like she always did for her sick brother. Basilio shimmered and rose from the steam, stronger now, and sang the sweetest lullaby Ladlebrook had ever heard. The townsfolk returned, hands over hearts, tears on cheeks. Listening to soup turned song and soul. Even Gruffle sat quietly in awe. "I'm sorry," Gruffle whispered to Zilli. "I forgot food is more than flavor. It's feeling." Zilli smiled and handed him a spoon. After that day, Gruffle helped cook too, learning Zilli's gentle ways and even laughing as Basilio sang jazz about burnt toast. Soon, Ladlebrook became known not just for singing soup, but for food that warmed more than bellies. It warmed hearts. Every kitchen in town added a little love to their ladles. And sometimes, late at night, a faint melody could be heard in the pots. Basilio stayed with Zilli, singing only when the soup was stirred with joy, reminding everyone that passion gives life to the plainest broth. Moral: the magic in anything, even soup, comes from the love and care you pour into it. See you soon with more magical adventures, wonderful places, and heartwarming tales with Beaver Buddy.